This right here is a 70,000 mile B9 SQ5. And today the owner of this vehicle brought me his car because of one simple issue. And this issue is one of the most common failure points on these B9s, and that is a water pump failure. And the water pump sits right there, and you can easily identify the failure of the cooling system by seeing this coolant that pulls up next to this vacuum solenoid right here. Now on the table, I have the brand new 6-volt water pump, the new water pump pulley. We're also gonna replace the thermostat, the coolant shutoff valve, brand new gaskets, brand new vacuum solenoids. But to get access to all of these components, we have to put the car into service position. So the bumper needs to come off, the rad support needs to go forward, and then we also need to drain all the coolant out of the system. This water pump is vacuum actuated. This little nozzle right here is where the vacuum is supplied to the water pump, and the coolant starts traveling into the vacuum lines via this nozzle here. And so the best way to prevent this is honestly just a preventative replacement before it fails. So here we have our water pump, and this water pump is vacuum actuated. Here's the vacuum line for it. And as you can see, there's literally coolant inside of it. This coolant travels up to the solenoid, floods the solenoid, starts leaking coolant up here, and then starts flooding all of these other vacuum lines. So it's better to catch it and replace it before this actually fails. So now we can remove the water pump, thermostat, coolant shutoff valve. So we're definitely gonna have to replace the solenoid here. Kind of see the coolant that was leaking out of it. And lastly, we have our thermostat. So here is our pile of garbage that's going to be going in the garbage. You guys have already seen these brand new components that we're going to be installing. So now it's just a matter of cleaning everything up nicely and reinstalling all the brand new parts. Now with our surfaces cleaned up, we can start reinstalling. We're going to start with the coolant shutoff valve. Now we can put in our thermostat. You always have to make sure that all of these O-rings are lubed up so you don't tear them, because you'll be doing this whole job again. And with our serpentine belt on, we have everything torqued down to the proper torque spec. Most of these are 10 newton-meters. And with that, our turbo inlet is on, and we can reinstall our charge pipe. Here's actually our turbo outlet pipe. Once we get that bolted on, we can put on our main Y charge pipe, and then the front end can go right back on. Now, before we finish up with this SQ5 here, we are going to install a 034 Motorsport transmission insert. Just lift up the transmission and make sure that, he's ready for stage one. This transmission insert is going to be a big upgrade over the stock insert, which does literally nothing. Once you're underneath the vehicle here, have to make sure that you put some dielectric grease on, and then the insert will slide right in like that. And then we need to torque the hardware to 25 newton-meters. And this SQ5 officially has its first modification installed. And with that, this SQ5 is ready to go back to the customer. We got the cooling system topped off, so he's going to be back for more modifications in the future. But at least now his SQ5 is bulletproof for maintenance. He has nothing to worry about. And if you're local to the Pacific Northwest and you want me to work on your Audi, make sure you DM me book, and I'll get you guys on the schedule.